why should we donate when the gist of it, when we're using free assets from the marketplace, or that we're using marketplace assets at all? So here's my response to that. One, there is not a single thing in our game that was free. Not a single asset was free. We had purchased all of the assets. That's number one. Number two, you have to understand what Unreal Marketplace is. It's a place where people go and basically they're selling content that they have created. They are programmers, they are artists, they are people who are supporting their family on this. I mean, they really are. So it's no different if we buy their content or hire them to do work for us. It just so happens that they have built content that was going to be in our game. So by buying their content, we do two things. One, we made it, well, I'm going to say easier, but it wasn't always so easy. Made it easier for us to get content into the game. And two, we're supporting people with families. And anyone who is against that, I don't understand it. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about
Oh no, I agree with that 100%. These are just like if we had gone out and commissioned somebody to do the work for us. Instead, they've done it for everybody. And I'll be honest that there are a lot of games out there right now that are using assets from the marketplace, and you wouldn't even know it.
it. Oh,
Um,
I notice
eh,
sometimes.
yeah, and it's I don't care because I know that the developer of that game paid for it, and I know that they're paying for it. Help that guy make more assets,
And put
and
food on his table.
so on down the line. Exactly. So that's their job. So instead of for some things, instead of us going out and hiring somebody to work within the company to do that job, we can actually grab that asset from a marketplace, say, okay, we're paying him for his code so that we can modify it to fit our game, which is ultimately what happens in all games. All code is copied from somewhere.
Which is
There's very little original code anymore.
right, which is basically what we did. I mean, we have altered code. We'd have sometimes through, just a matter of fact that we needed to tweak it to fit in our game, but also sometimes because it just didn't work with other content that we had in our game. So we've had to tweak code both on our side and their side in order to get it to actually function and work properly. Now, sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work. And there have
Hmm.
been times when we hired the person who made the content to help us integrate it into our system. So we've done that. So again, these are programmers, these are artists, these are people who found a way that they can work from home, do what they love, and offer it to us to help our jobs, to help make our jobs a little easier, is basically what they've done. So I just wanted
Yeah.
to kind of squash that a little bit because there are a ton of
Yeah.
games that I've been on Steam and I'm looking at some of the video of some of the games and I go, "Ooh, I know what that asset is. I know exactly where that came from. But I like the game, so I'm going to buy it." So it didn't stop me from purchasing the game just because I know they used, marketplace assets. Because I don't care what they did or where they got it from, but that's me. So, but so that's it. That's all I wanted to say on that point. So hopefully they're, we'll see how that turns out. We are still working. Go ahead.
I was going to say that there are some things, some assets that we have that are just there as placeholders. They're just
Right.
there to occupy that thing until we get either somebody to actually make content for that, like designing a you know we can't be everybody. I can only do so much as far as programming and graphics, and so can Elwood, and we're just kind of like doing the pieces that we can do and integrating those things that we can't do from other places. And in a lot of cases, that's just a matter of us putting together those assets, and as soon as we have the funding, we can either buy assets or buy from you know hire people to do those things that we want to do, to make those graphics, to make those bits of programming, to help us do voiceover and do all the different things that we want to do,
Music.
and that all takes money.
It
And
does. And that's why there's the Kickstarter over there with the little button that says, donate
there
wherever it
for
is.
me.
There. It's over here for me. I don't know where it is, but it's there on the screen somewhere. But yes, the donate button. So please donate.